I would say it's a pleasure to be here in Jonesboro tonight, but for me personally, it's a bit of a struggle. But you, being as kind as you're being tonight, it makes it a pleasure to be here and play some music for you. That last one, of course, Buck brought to me years ago. It kind of was the impetus for the Bakersfield Beat channel that's on Sirius XM. After Buck passed, I started talking about doing some radio ideas. And then when we came to fruition with this other idea, I was on the phone with a fellow at Sirius XM, Scott Greenstein, former channel president. He said, no, let's do something here. And so we came up with the channel. And it's all about the streets of Bakersfield to the streets of Hollywood, and back and forth from the Dust Bowl to the Hollywood Bowl, Buck and Merle up to the Birds, and all points in between and beyond. And all the stuff that came out of that next generation of California country rock musicians wanted to re-explore their country roots. Like Chris Hillman and the Birds, they, after that, formed the Flying Burrito Brothers. Buffalo Springfield begat Poco and Crosby, Stills, Nash. There was a little gal with a band called the Stone Ponies named Linda Ronstadt, who she started having her own solo career in the early 70s. There was a couple of guys in her band named Don and Glenn, who, after they toured with her for a year and a half or so, they formed their own band called the Eagles. And Emmylou Harris and Brian Ahern's records, all that inspired me to go west, go out to the West Coast, where the Yokies, Arkies, and Texans and all gone in the 30s, and start finding my fortune in music. And this is an homage to all those people and the country rock sounds of the late 60s into the early 70s. Steve Schumhow would play California country rock.
For all of the love
gladly pay eternally. I'll pay the price for you and me. Start of time till the end of me. But it still can't be sure.